here with Guccihighwaters, also known as notmorgn. And let's start off with that. I was first introduced to you as notmorgn, the producer, and it took me like 3 months before I found out that you were also Guccihighwaters. Like, does that happen to you a lot?
Yeah, it happens like all the time. It was funny because when I made Guccihighwaters, like I made it to be like a secret. Like, so basically when I made Guccihighwaters, like I wasn't following anyone, and like I wasn't posting it anywhere. And it was for about like probably 2 months. It was like that, and I didn't even have a name on the SoundCloud. It was just like blank. And then like I don't know. One day I was like, maybe I should like show people this. And then I was like, I tweeted out on my Twitter. I was like, hey, like I'm Guccihighwaters, like, because some people knew about it. And then that's when it linked, but like people still don't get it because it's not really like that obvious either. So.
And do you prefer it to be that way?
Yeah, sometimes it's pretty cool to see, like, it's kind of like how Landfill and Syringe, you know, the like producer side.
Yeah.
I kind of like the separation sometimes. It's pretty cool. And when people find out, it like blows their mind. It's really funny.
Yeah, no, I was definitely like, what? How did I not know this before?
Yeah.
Because I've been aware of both projects for a while, so I was really surprised.
Yeah.
So you started off as a producer, though.
Yeah.
How'd you get into that?
It was like my senior year. I was like 17. When I was probably like 13, I actually had FL Studio because I knew like how to torrent and stuff when I was really young, like pirate. And I just used to get programs and just like mess around on them, but I didn't really know how to use it. And when I was like 17, I was like, oh, like I might as well just start music, because I started listening to like Young, Lean, and Bones, and I was like, oh, I might as well produce. Like I got really into like Young Good and Young Sherman, and I really wanted to make like that type of stuff. So I just literally like downloaded that on my home computer, and I literally was just like addicted to it for like the whole year. Like it was crazy.
And so you started out making kind of those sad boy like type beats?
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah.
Are those still around? Are those still
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I think I deleted like most of them.
Some rare notmorgn. So how'd you choose the name notmorgn?
Notmorgn's like basically like it's like when I was like 15, like I experienced like depersonalization, and I just like didn't feel like myself, and like that's how it is. It's like notmorgn, so I didn't feel like me.
So your name is Morgan?
Yeah, my name is
okay.
Morgan.
Just wondering.
Yeah.
And you took the E out though?
Yeah, I took the A.
Oh shit, my bad.
That's cool.
So depersonalization at 15, that's pretty young. What was your childhood like?
I actually grew up in Ireland, in Europe. I was born in New York, but when I was like 4 years old, like my family moved back to Ireland, and it's just like it's really different to like an American upbringing, but I lived in like the countryside. Like I lived like basically like fields all around me, like cows and fucking goats and shit, like just hella nature. It rains a lot there. It's kind of a boring like lifestyle, to be honest, but I played a lot of video games because it always rained. Never really went outside.
Are your parents
like
Irish?
Yeah, they're both Irish, and I guess it was just kind of isolated growing up.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
That makes sense though, because for some reason I always like listening to your tracks. Your voice sounds unique, and I never could tell why, but it makes sense. You like kind of have a little Irish accent, like just a little bit. So when people ask you, do you say you're from New York or that you're from Ireland?
I tell them I'm from Ireland because like I feel like the first first like 10 to 15 years of your life are like really like shape you.
Oh, for sure.
You know? Yeah. So like that's where I grew up. So that's like home to me.
It sounds cooler to say you're from Ireland than from
Yeah.
New York too. So
Yeah.
So you named Young Lean and the Sad Boys, and then also Bones. Who else would you listen to a lot?
Spooky Black, Blade, Echo 2K, like Drain Gang, like all of those guys. I actually I definitely listen to like other shit too, like other underground stuff without even knowing. I think I listened to Lund a while back too, like Peep. Actually, I started listening to Peep pretty early, and I found out like he lived like in the same like town as me when I started listening to him.
Oh, so you're from Long Island?
Yeah, I live in Long Beach right now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's funny. For myself personally, I listened to a lot of underground guys, not really realizing they were underground till later.
Yeah,
I wasn't really invested in it for a long time.
Yeah, I feel that.
What was your introduction to like this SoundCloud rap? Like, did you find it yourself, or did someone show you? Do you remember?
Yeah, I found it myself. It was just like some regular shit. I was on YouTube and like I just saw like Young Lean, Kyoto or something.
Oh, yeah,
Kyoto.
classic.
And I just clicked on it and I was like, dude, this is so weird. I was like, what the hell is wrong with this kid? And I was like a hater at first. I was like, I hate this. And then I went back to it. Yeah, and then I went back to it and I was like, all right, this is kind of good. And then like 3 days later, I was like, I fucking love that type of music. It was crazy.
That's awesome. Yeah, you definitely had a huge impact on like every artist you talk to. They'll always mention Young Lean. So you said you started out with the sad boy type beats, and then when did your personal sound start to evolve into what we know today?
Okay, so notmorgn, like that has a different style to like Guccihighwaters. That just started developing when I started. I made this song called "I Think of It All the Time," and it's like basically just like a sample, but it's vocals. It's not like it's like the vocal sample, and I just put like drums on it, so it kind of sounds like a finished song in a way. And I started doing that for a while, just sampling like vocals, and it was always an idea in my head, like I wanted to make like vocals, cause like it would be the perfect like combination. Like I'm already a producer, why not do vocals? And it kind of took me a while to get used to it. Like I wasn't comfortable like recording, like writing, but then like I feel like I started making stuff under Guccihighwaters like anonymously, because like I wouldn't feel a pressure of like it was almost like no one could judge me, because like I don't have an image as Guccihighwaters at first. So that like eased me into it. Like I was like I didn't really want to like write and stuff. I just found it like weird. But like after a couple of months, like I was just like, fuck it, like this is what I do. And then I started like sharing my stuff. I started like reposting my stuff on like notmorgn, started getting recognition, and my sound is like still developing. I think.
I would agree with that for sure.
Yeah, so I'm honestly still pretty new to this, in all honesty.
When was the first Guccihighwaters track debuted?
It was actually like, it was weird. It's like a year ago. It was me and my two friends. We just like made a song for fun. Like it's called Ouça. It's actually still on my page. It's literally just like us screaming into the mic. It's like really.
Word.
Yeah, it's like funny. And then like I made this song. She told me she wanted to die, and like it wasn't serious really. I just like was like fuck it, and I just uploaded it. Like obviously it was anonymous, so it had like no plays, but now it has like 20K, so that's pretty crazy. But I guess that's the first one. She told me she wanted to die is like the debut.
That's really interesting that it gained a lot of plays. Do you think, like, why do you think that is? Like, when did you start picking up traction as Guccihighwaters? After the tweet, or?
Not really, actually. I posted "I'm So Sick of This," which is like my biggest song.
Right.
I posted that before I before I went on a flight back to Ireland, and I just like I had like 600 followers when I posted that, and I it was never like I was never like, oh, I have like a bunch of like fans and stuff, but like, so I posted that and I was like, fuck it. I didn't even like check my SoundCloud for like a couple of days because I was in Ireland, and I checked it and it had like a crazy amount of plays, and I was like, what the fuck? And I found out Sad Chill, the YouTube channel, uploaded me,
yeah.
and yeah, it just blew up from that, and it just didn't stop. Like,
man, Sad Chill and like obviously Astari, all those like channels have such an impact on this community for sure. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's awesome. So did you start writing lyrics? Like you said, you were hesitant at first. Did you just want to try it out, or was like writing vocal tracks therapeutic for you?
At first, it was like uncomfortable, because I didn't really know how to like write, and then like I was just kind of like, I kind of had that like feeling in my head. I was like, oh, I can't really write, but then like after like my first few songs, I was like, fuck it, I'll just write what I feel like, and I won't like censor anything out. Like I was kind of trying to like write something, and then like, all right, is this good? But like now, like I just write what I feel, what I want to write. Like I just don't care anymore, and I feel like that was holding me back at first.
Who's the chick that does your tagline?
That's
classic.
That's Sophia. She's I think she's from Austria. I'm not sure though. Sorry if I got that wrong. Yeah, she's
My
cool.
guess was France, but
yeah, I honestly like I don't even know. She travels around like, but yeah, she's cool. She like loves my music. She supported me for like so long.
Yeah, that I love that. That's probably one of my favorite taglines right now. That's classic.
Thank you. It was actually funny how that came about. I was like, does anyone want to do my tag? And she was like, yeah, like how do I do it? And I was like, just say like Guccihighwaters, and I think she did it on like Apple headphones.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds clean. Clean. So something else I was wondering about was not all of your songs are categorized as this, but most of them are, or a lot of them are. You mark them as like hashtag post death.
Yeah.
Could you elaborate on that a bit?
Basically, when I started making music, I was about to post it, and it was like genre, and I was like, what genre is this? I was literally like so stuck on like what genre it was, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna make my own genre. So I just named like this type of music post death.
And have other people used it?
I think so, but I don't. Yeah, I haven't really like seen it.
It's hard to categorize this style of music. So when someone asks you like what kind of genre it is that what you would say?
Nowadays, I don't know what I say. Cause like post death was sort of just like my old style. I feel like my new style isn't like how my old style was.
I gotta ask, what do you think of the term emo rap?
I don't really like know emo rap. I guess I can't like complain because like it kind of is accurate for some of these people. So I think it's fair.
When you get called one, like an emo rapper, does that bother you?
No, it doesn't bother me because I feel like people just like they definitely like put you in a box when they say that, but like then again, like they're just listeners, you know. They're not like, if they're not like really involved in like the like SoundCloud scene, they won't necessarily know like exactly like what type of music you make, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've talked to a couple of people about the term emo rap, and a lot of people think it's like not the best. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So something that I think is interesting, since you're both a producer and a vocal artist, do you get treated differently as a producer? Like, do you feel like people treat you worse as a producer? Because I feel like a lot of producers don't get the credit or the recognition that they properly deserve. So I'm wondering if like people not realizing that maybe you're Guccihighwaters, how they treat you differently, if at all.
Yeah, 100%. As a producer, you definitely get like, you don't get like any recognition. Like when I was producing, like just like that, just producing for people, I had like no type of like recognition. Like people would like, it could be someone's favorite song and they still wouldn't know like who produced it, because that's just how it is. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Would artists that you're working with ever treat you like poorly, as opposed to like working with you as a vocalist? Or not really?
I can't remember like off top, but like I remember when I first started making music and I had like probably like 500 followers. People were just like fucked up. Like they wouldn't ever answer you. They wouldn't ever like just treat you with respect. Like I remember I made this EP with a kid like a while back, and like I think I sent him like an MP3. We did like a collab, and I sent him like an MP3 back, and he like cursed me out. He's like, "Don't ever send me a fucking MP3 again, bro." And I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Like it was just
only.
like, yeah, it was just like weird. I was like, "Why would you like get mad about that?" So
yeah, you could literally just ask for the
yeah.
Yeah, that's something that like I want to do like an investigative report on how like producers are like mistreated, because it's definitely like a problem, and like people recognize it, but like nobody's really like talking about it like they should be.
Yeah. I always see stuff on my timeline about like how producers need more recognition, and I agree with that too.
What's also interesting though is that I was introduced to you as a producer from off memory. I can think of the Velveteer song with Fatsy, some Omen 13 songs, and that. Well, I was introduced to you as a vocalist for the Ninetails song Scars. So what's it like working with them? Like, who are some of your favorite people to work with?
Definitely ninetails. His like workflow is just like fucking crazy. Like that dude is like, he's like a rolling ball like down a hill. Like he doesn't stop.
Yeah, you really
But
say a lot.
yeah, definitely ninetails. Omen, definitely sick to work with. I haven't worked with him in a while because I'm focusing on my like vocal stuff. But when I was producing, he was definitely like one of my favorites to work with. And he's fucking awesome as a person too. Velveteers and Fatsy also. When I produced that song, I was like really proud. That was like a big like step for me because I wasn't producing for like bigger people at that time. Who else? I'm trying to think. I like working with Super Chef M because he's been a friend for like so long. He was in my high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like he lives like 5 minutes from me.
That's wild. I did not
Yeah,
know that. That's really cool.
yeah,
So yeah, you guys are both on Shinigami's recent project,
yeah.
I'll Never Be a Memory. Do you think because you guys knew each other personally that's why, or is just so happened to be that way? Because you're the only two features.
Yeah, actually, we like met up. Like, FM and Shini were like friends. Well, like we all met in the summer at this Cold World Gang show. Like we all just met each other. We were like, "Yo, what's up?" Like and then we were like, "Yo, we should hang out sometime." And like, we just started hanging out. Me, FM, and Shini, yeah.
Seems like,
yeah,
because Family Pet was there too, right?
Yeah, there was just so many people there. It was fucking awesome.
Very rare.
Yeah, it was sick. It was sick.
That's dope though. So and then so you were just on the Shinigami's project, and then you also just recently released your own project, 19.
Yeah.
Are you 19 right now?
Yes, I'm 19.
Okay, yeah, because you had that
Yeah.
one bar in Scars. How's it go? I'm only 19, but
I actually have two bars. I've in another song, but I'm only 19. But fuck, I forget it.
it's like, but
but I feel like I've had plenty. Yeah.
okay,
That's
okay,
it.
yes, yeah. So I was wondering. So 19.
No, I said I'm almost 20, but I feel like I've had plenty. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So being 19, I myself am 19. So I feel like it's a very strange year. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
you're not a kid anymore. You're not like last year of being a teenager, but like you don't feel like an adult either. Like, is that what drove you to like name the project 19? Like, has this been a very like transitional year in your life, would you say?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you nailed it. Like, that's literally just like how I felt.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
weird, right? It's like, what the fuck do I do?
I feel that that's exactly like what it was.
I'm
And
scared to turn 20.
yeah, me too. Me too. I'm fucking scared.
And so I really liked that project because, you definitely touch on like heavy topics that I'd say maybe I would argue that you're known for is like darker topics like in regards to like addiction and depression and stuff. But then you have bitches call me daddy on Billy Ray Cyrus, and you know you have that one song that's kind of like you kind of like flexing on everybody a little bit. Like, did you have some fun with this project?
Hell yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. Especially that song where I'm like flexing on everybody.
What's that
Should
called?
be.
I can't remember off top.
It's called Should Be.
Yeah, okay, that's the Billy Ray Cyrus one.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that, and I always like a balanced EP or like an album, like have like different elements, not just like sad stuff, not just like slow stuff, like have something upbeat too.
And yeah, no, I was listening to that a couple of times today. Really enjoyed the project. And something else that I think, again, a lot of artists can relate to, you have the lyric where you say, should be finishing songs before I toss them.
Yeah,
And I talk, again, I talk to a lot of artists. A lot of artists say that, like, they're sitting on, like, maybe 20 tracks or, like, working on a lot, but then maybe, like, have, like, 50 unlisted, like, on private on their SoundCloud, but never, release them. What's that like to, like, have an idea and then lose it?
it's like I don't know, it's like weird. I think personally, I think it's like a good thing though because it like really like it's like you're a perfectionist. Like if you feel like there's something like a little wrong with the song, like you won't finish it and you just toss it. But like obviously I shouldn't be doing that because it's like a really inefficient way of working. So that's how I feel about it. Like that's what I should be doing, like finishing this shit and just maybe like keeping it for a later time or keeping it for like a future. But no, I don't.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Totally switching topics here. A lot of people are wondering how your hair got so beautiful.
Oh yeah, people ask me that. It's really not even like, it's really not even that like special. It's just like hair. I just like literally like straight out of the shower. I just dry it with a towel and I just like flick it back and it just stays there.
Natural beauty.
Yeah, I guess. Thanks.
I'm wondering, looking forward, do you have any other projects in the works? Or are you going to be just sitting on this 19 tape for a while?
I kind of want to just like sit on this for like a little while, but I'm definitely going to be making more music, like, cause this 19 project just like even inspired me more to like just make music and definitely like more collabs and features and stuff because I kind of like at the start of like my vocal stuff, I didn't really like collab with anyone, but I definitely want to start collabing with people.
Who are some people you plan on collabing with? In the
Velveteers.
works? As a vocalist, as Guccihighwaters?
Yeah, these are all as Guccihighwaters, but I haven't started any of these, but Velveteers, I'm definitely gonna send her something. Um, Atlas, me and Atlas were supposed to do something like a while back. I'm still trying to get that down because I think his style would be like really sick on one of my songs.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
And definitely more with just like the regular people I do, like Ninetails, Garden, Sad Eyes. I'm definitely gonna like send something to Sad Eyes too. Soft Heart. I actually have a bunch, like, but those just off the top of my head. Yeah, pretty much.
Who would be a dream collaboration?
Like Young Lean,
Yeah.
or Blade. Blade is like fire. Or just like have like a produced song by like Young Good or like Young Sherman.
Very rare.
Be sick. Or like Spooky Black. That'd be sick.
Hey
Yeah.
man, make it happen. Make it happen.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, would you consider yourself an underdog?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess I'm an underdog.
Why is that?
I think because like I feel like everyone in the underground is kind of an underdog at some, to a certain extent, because we're not really like behind any major like label or anything. Like we're just doing this shit in our bedrooms by ourselves, and I produce all my stuff, I master, mix all my stuff. Like it's just me, everything is just by me, and I think that's why I'm an underdog.
Hey man, I'm in my bedroom right now too. I feel you.
Yeah.
I was wondering, have you performed live at all ever?
No, I've never performed live. I've done like one set for my friend Gigi Rockavelli. Yeah, I've done like just one DJ set.
Okay, as a DJ. Is that in the works at all? Can people expect that?
Yeah, definitely. I'm just like really nervous. Like I'm just like so, as I said, I'm like hella isolated. Like I make music alone in my room in the dark. Like I fucking like grew up pretty much alone, like just sitting at home alone. So I'm pretty like shy and like nervous. So, but definitely like in the future, because I can't hold that back. I can't let myself just like not do shows because of how I'm feeling.
Yeah, for sure. How has it been like, being kind of like a prolific artist in the underground now, yet being shy, like you're getting recognition and like people know your name? How's that like been, like dealing with that like success?
It actually like really helps. Like even like it's actually funny, even like going live on Instagram, I'm like nervous because like there's just so many people like watching me on a screen. But like it definitely helps like break that like nervous like boundary, because I don't know, I feel like you have to just like, in order to like not be nervous anymore, you just have to do it over and over again. So I think the more I like do live videos, the more I like speak to fans, the more I like tweet out and shit, it's just like the more like I get like a lot of plays now, so like people are hearing my stuff. Like I'm definitely not like, I definitely shouldn't be like nervous about anything, because so many people have already heard my stuff and that,
Yeah, for sure. All right. Kind of trying to think of like a last question.
Right.
I don't know. Shit. What's okay. Yeah, I feel like this is too good to not end yet.
Okay.
Are you influenced by any other genres or like art forms outside of the underground?
Yeah, definitely. I actually take inspiration from like random shit, but for the most part, like when I actually started like making beats and stuff, I was really inspired by like Studio Ghibli. I don't know, I think that's how you say it, but Studio Ghibli, like that director, he made Spirited Away. I used to watch that. I used to watch that like over and over again. Like I sampled like some audio clips from that when I first started making beats, and I just like love that movie, and that like inspired me a lot. Even the soundtrack is really inspirational, like the piano I'm like a big fan of like piano, like that anime style piano. That inspired me, and also like um, I've started listening to like I don't know, I think it's like bedroom pop, I think it's called, but who knows? It's like Gus Dapperton, like Peach
Oh
Pit,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, like all those guys. My friend showed me him like 2 weeks ago or something, and like I've just been like listening to that a lot. I really like that type of stuff.
See how
So
that goes.
yeah, that's like a breath of fresh air for me.
Yeah, sometimes I listen to like, sometimes I get sick of SoundCloud and I have to listen to like something else, or I feel like I go crazy.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
It's interesting though, like I saw that you said you would be long gone without music.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Um, like last year, like I was like literally like I like the biggest low point in my life, and like I was just like not trying to like be alive, to be honest. I was like really fucking over it, and when I started making music, it was like a purpose almost. I was like, when I started making stuff, um, I had a purpose, you know. I had to like do this, you know. I had to like stay alive to make music. I feel like,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
You said you were like a walking anxiety attack, huh?
yeah. Oh yeah, I have the worst anxiety. Like when I was like 12, I experienced that, and like I had no idea what it was at all, and like it's just been like haunting me since. But it I find ways to cope with it now, so I'm good.
What, would you have any like advice to someone who's like experiencing that at all?
Um, it's like really hard, honestly.
Yeah, it is hard.
Yeah,
Like I've dealt with that myself, so it's like
yeah. Honestly, just like you have to just think that it's gonna be gone, like at some point. Like when you go through like just like long like weeks of just anxiety, like you have to remember that at some point it's just gonna like it's gonna be fine for a little while. Like so you just gotta like live through it. Honestly, just deal with it like face to face.
yeah,
But like
that's real.
yeah, like don't let it like hold you down. You have to like still like you have to still like do the same thing you did like yesterday, like get up, whatever, go to school or like go to work. Like you can't let it like hold you back, because like it just makes it worse.
That's real. You just dropped
Yeah.
some knowledge on us for sure.
Yeah.
I got one last question for you.
All right, cool.
Well, two actually. What was it like meeting Spooky Black?
Oh, it was cool actually. I was actually like alone in the line, and he was just walking past, like I think he was going backstage, and he was just like just talking to everyone in the line, and I was like, "Yo, like what's up?" And he was like, "What's up?" And I was like, "Let me get a picture." Like we didn't really conversate for a while, but just got the picture. I was like, "Yo, thanks for the music. Like I love it." And he was just really chill, honestly, just super regular guy, like nothing crazy, like just really regular. It
That's
was
awesome.
really nice. Yeah.
Was Bobby on that tour?
No, he wasn't actually.
That's tragic. That's
Yeah,
cool
that
though. That's
sucks.
always really cool when you meet your idol.
Yeah, it was sick.
So looking towards 2018, the rest of the year, what can we expect from both Guccihighwaters and notmorgn?
Um, I'm gonna do a music video. I'm gonna try my best to do a music video. Um, Probably like a show towards like the end of the year or the summer. Um, and just growth in general. I want to get way bigger. So,
I know
yeah.
you got it in you, man. You're already
Yeah,
on the
thank
come
you.
up. Anyone that you would like to maybe thank, shout out?
Uh,
It's always hard.
yeah. I mean, thanks to everyone that listens. Like, I really appreciate everyone that listens. So that's. But thanks to everyone, because I can't name everyone. But like, I appreciate
They
everyone.
know who they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
They know. Well,
Yeah.
hey, man, it's been great talking with you. Learned a lot about you.
Yeah.
Shit. It's been Jack here from Underground Underdogs. I was just speaking with Guccihighwaters, also known as notmorgn. Catch you later.
Thank you.